Do you believe that God exists in this universe? If yes, do you understand the particle structure of God's energy? What do you appreciate about Buddha, such as how he attained enlightenment and his energy structure after achieving enlightenment? Does Buddha have anything to do with God? Do you believe that spirits, ghosts, and demons exist? What is their energy structure like? Do you know the truth about where the soul inside you comes from? What is your mission in this world? What is the energetic structure of your soul currently? Do you understand spirituality and phenomena such as demons or ghosts possessing human bodies? It's great that those questions are answered in detail and thoroughly in all the videos of the Nalas Nalanda channel and the Author Hong channel. All the information and knowledge in all the videos on the channel were taught by philosopher Nalas Nalanda many years after remembering his past lives and missions in the human world. Such is the system of knowledge that he calls the two truths associated with the understanding of the smallest particle of energy. His lectures and knowledge are exclusively rewritten, edited into videos, and published into books by author Hoang Van Trong to help people worldwide understand the truth about themselves and everything in and out of the universe. You will gain magical and extraordinary abilities when you persevere in watching and listening to the channel's videos. That is, you will understand the truth about God and Buddha, the fact in the connection between the two them. You will understand the universe's origin, the origin and mission of humans and souls in the human world. You will decode all the secrets of yourself, everyone, souls, demons, and all things in and out of the universe. In particular, you will become spiritual masters and become enlightened people. When you receive the informational value of the entire video and the videos on practical instructions for handling spiritual problems, you can do extraordinary things that seem to only happen to masters after practicing for many years. At that time, you can save and neutralize houses infested with demons, and you can resolve the phenomenon of people having their bodies possessed by demons. You can even do extraordinary things that spiritual masters, practitioners with superior supernatural powers, cannot do. You will understand why there are so many religions, so many people, so many races, and so much suffering in the human world. From there, you will change your thinking and actions in life. That is the wish of God and Buddha for humans. Through his many years of teaching classes and published books, Nalas Nalanda has achieved many great successes. There are many patients suffering from postpartum depression and long-term depression. All of them recovered very quickly after listening and practicing the knowledge. Many patients with hallucinations have recovered after a period of listening and learning knowledge. There are many people whose bodies were possessed by ghosts or demons. They recovered quickly after listening to the knowledge. There are many patients with symptoms of anxiety disorders who have recovered after a period of listening and learning knowledge. There are many patients with long-term insomnia. They all recovered after a period of listening and studying. Many patients have had schizophrenia for many years, even 20 years. They recovered from their illness after listening to lessons and having support from relatives and family. There are many patients with metastatic cancer, and even hospitals refuse to treat them because their cancer is in the final stage. They were cured after a period of studying and practicing according to knowledge. There are many other diseases they recovered quickly after studying. Problems related to spirituality and religion were resolved very effectively and quickly by everyone after studying and practicing knowledge. People apply knowledge to their lives and improve their lives. They easily overcome suffering and tribulations in life. According to the philosopher's statistics, the rate of complete recovery of patients related to mental health problems is over 90%. Many cancer patients have recovered. Many patients completely recover from other types of diseases. All cured cases strictly followed the philosopher's regimen and did not take medicine or receive treatment according to the hospital's regimen. The method for healing all kinds of mental and intellectual diseases that the philosopher and his students are spreading is changing information in the smallest energy particles of the soul and body cells. That is an entirely new method for humanity. the healing of body, mind, and intellect, is based on the philosopher's anatomy of the energy particle structure of the soul in the human body. From there, provide them with accurate information about the origin and mission of souls and people, the truth about all things, events, and phenomena in and outside the universe, and methods to practice the mechanism of transforming the energy particle structure of the soul and human. The philosopher's application of knowledge of the two truths and the smallest energy particle in healing diseases related to mental health and other diseases is to prove the value and power of knowledge. The primary purpose of the knowledge that the philosopher spreads is to help people understand the truth about all things in the universe, their origin and spiritual mission, and practice the transformation method according to the truth of enlightenment to attain enlightenment. That is to achieve the unified Tao of the universe. Nalas Nalanda was an enlightened being, a savior. He incarnated into the human world with the mission of awakening all souls and people in the human world. He helps all souls and people understand the truth about themselves, each other, and everything in and out of the universe. Next is to help everyone practice the sustainable transformation mechanism to attain the unified Tao of the universe. When Nalas Nalanda came out, the door was immediately closed. That is the door to the space containing the iridescent yellow super energy. That is where he works alone, and it's different from the temple he works in. At the temple, Tuelins are allowed to study and talk with him. However, in this place, only 5 of his messengers were allowed to enter with his permission. Inside, it has a place for him to operate life, the movement for all galaxies in this universe. In particular, that place is where energy superparticles are produced through the connection from his original yin and yang embryo. In addition to helping the Tuelins practice in the human world, the 5 messengers are responsible for protecting this workplace. Any Tuelin is not allowed near this area. Outside that secret door is the workspace of the 5 messengers. This space has many ways of arranging energy groups and different material structures to form regimens and formations to monitor and operate the practicing environment in the human world. They look massive and mysterious because, through them, the 5 messengers easily build and deploy plans for human incarnation and the practice of each Tulin in the human world. That, management, and operation make each causal chain of each Tuelin when living in the human world sweatable and closely linked to form the miracle of life from one person to the whole of humanity. All of that creates the ideal scenarios to help Tuelins in the human world quickly understand themselves, other people, and all things. From there, they quickly squeeze out all the toxins and promote the maturation and transformation of their own original yin and yang embryos. After walking out the door of his workplace, he went to the workplace of the 5 messengers. It looks like a pyramid, but the top is not a pointed shape, but a ground for them to work and operate the structures, the formations around that place. After he ascended to the top of the tower, 5 messengers came to him one by one, and together they sat across from him.
Father, we have arranged everything for your incarnation. Many Tulins have been as incarnated as humans before, and the rest will be incarnated after you come to Earth. All of them will join you to form a second great saving of living beings. Father, among the Tuelins who incarnated to serve that plan, there are many Tuelins with negative multi-particle structures, which is a great opportunity for them to squeeze out all the toxins in them. But it is also a huge challenge for them because their intellectual arrogance is the most difficult toxin to remove. When they interact in the teacher-student relationship, that toxin even thrives. Do you have a plan for that?
The messenger Jiak told him. He calmly said,
"Let their toxins develop as much as possible. I have no trouble interacting with them in my human life. They will help me become strong and regain my wisdom. I have to thank them no matter what. It would be best to remember that when the Tuelins have incarnated in human form to practice, releasing toxins is wonderful because that is their success and ours. When the toxin is released, they need to experience the suffering from that poison and force it out of themselves. Then they will become more enlightened and step-by-step practice enlightenment to complete the transformation of their original yin and yang embryo.
Messenger Jiak continued to tell him,
Father, the elements of time, family, people, nation, the main milestones in your great journey have been built. All are based on requirements and the results of interactions in the Father's past lives. These elements are all kept confidential so the overall journey is safe for the body.
I agree with that plan. It is the best solution for me to overcome the obstacles and difficulties on this journey.
He then asked all 5 messengers,
What is your plan?
Messenger Fap immediately said,
We have arranged the plan. 4 of us will incarnate before and after you to accompany you. 1 of us will stay on duty here and protect the body until you have all your wisdom back. When 1 of us returns first to continue this task, the other messenger will incarnate as a human. That helps us all learn knowledge and be guided by you to transform the original yin and yang embryo successfully.
He told them,
It is a wonderful solution for me and you. When I abide in our human body, I can leave my body for a short moment to return to work while my body is still safe. My body will not notice the difference. From my energy, it is not difficult. Children, when a Tuolin abides in a human form to practice in the human world, information about their environment and bodies will be a huge obstacle to awakening the Tuolin to fulfill its mission. You men prepared that plan for me. That awakening will help the body's brain connect with me.
Yes, Father.
The messengers immediately replied,
You also know golden super energy is not enough to operate the entire universe and protect from the attack of destructive energy from the outside. The attrition is enormous from working the orbits of every planet, every galaxy, and the universe. That will soon lead to exhaustion and insufficient for the universe's protection and operation. Therefore, in this incarnation, I have 2 main tasks to complete. The first task is to upgrade the yin and yang embryo to become comprehensive. It can only produce iridescent yellow superpositive energy and neutral superparticles. When fully upgraded, other superparticles will be produced. Then, these super energies will do an excellent job of protecting and maintaining the universe's operation to achieve the best efficiency. Second mission. After completing the first mission, I will carry out the second mission to help humans. I will spread the knowledge of complete enlightenment, which is the knowledge of 2 noble truths, the truth of the universe and the truth of enlightenment. I will decode and encode these 2 truths into the knowledge of the smallest energy particle. That will help people and Tuolins to understand the fastest and most truthfully the nature of information and intelligence in themselves, in Tuolins and other people, and all things inside and outside the universe. When humanity's tribulation is over, the knowledge of the 2 truths will be disseminated and unite all humans in learning and practicing the knowledge of enlightenment. The great tribulation of humanity cannot be avoided, partly because of the transfer of energy supply for the existence and operation of the earth, partly because of humans.
When he had finished speaking, the messenger chap said,
It is true, Father. You have created the most wonderful religions, beliefs, and environments for the Tuolins to have the conditions to force the toxins out and successfully transform their yin and yang embryos. However, they do not practice to remove that toxin, but instead indulge in contentment with what they have and do not have, love and hate, arrogant and self-deprecating intellect, action and inaction.
We can't blame them because it is tough to break out a type of poison in the Tuolins, and it needs many scenarios to make it break out. Squeezing a toxin is even more difficult, requiring more interactive scenarios to force a toxin out. At the same time, each Tuolin has countless toxins inside. That is also why we call this the second great saving of living beings. The third great saving will take place in 1000 years. Each time a great saving is performed, in addition to creating new super energy for the universe, many Tuolins will mature and become enlightened beings. That is invaluable to Tuolins and the universe.
He told the 5 messengers. After that, all the preparations were completed, and the Tuolins who incarnated as humans before him were done. The other Tuelins continue to wait for their turn. When the time has come, he must carry out his destiny. Before descending to Earth, he talked with children and messengers who had not yet reincarnated. Those were his instructions or encouragement for them. The children's faces became sad. They are missing a father who regularly teaches them about what is happening in the universe, human life, and the secrets of everything. It was a sad moment for the Tuelines who remained, and they felt unhappy because they had to reincarnate later than him, even though time passed very quickly. Feeling an indescribable sadness, I decided to escape that memory and return to reality. In reality, I am far from where I was born and writing down these memories. I'm sipping warm cups of tea to become awakened, and I can remember his knowledge.